So today I am doing a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection review. So I got a request on Instagram to try out this collection if I had it, and I didn't, but I was already kind of thinking whether I should get it or not, so that just twisted my arm and I bought it. So I have the whole collection here in front of me. The collection consists of an eyeshadow palette, a blusher, and a lipstick and a lip liner. So that's the whole collection: eyes, cheeks and lips, and they're absolutely beautiful packaging. I'm going to show you this look that's on me right now and how to create it, and I'm going to give you my review at the end on whether or not I think it's worth it. If you want to see how I created this look and my thoughts on the collection, then keep on watching and I will show you how I created it and my thoughts. Okay, so I've already done my base off camera. I haven't used any blush or highlight because I wanted to wait and use the Cheek to Chic palette. So I'm going to zoom these in. I've already prepped my eyes. My eyeshadow base is like creasing like mad, but I've already prepped my eyes. I've used the P. Louise eyeshadow base. I didn't want to use anything different. I was going to use her Magic Concealer, the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I was a little bit nervous to use that because I've never used it for an eyeshadow base. I've only ever used it under my eyes, so I didn't want to use it as an eyeshadow base and then not really get a good judge of the eyeshadow, because I wouldn't know if it was the base or the eyeshadow palette. So I used my favourite base that I use with every eyeshadow look that I've done since I've got it. So yeah, that's why I used P. Louise base. Now we're going to dip into the palette in a little sleeve like this. It's our standard like burgundy and rose gold packaging. So you open it up and then you have the little quad. So I absolutely love the way she markets these eyeshadows. Ideal for anyone from a beginner to like a professional, because at the back she says exactly what she uses the eyeshadows for. So prime, enhance, this one is the this one's the smoky one, and this one is the pop shade. So that's like a standard thing she has in all of her eyeshadow palettes. She always has those key elements to her eyeshadow palettes, different colours and stuff like that and different textures, but they're always the same, like smoke, prime, enhance shades. So yeah, but yeah, I'm so excited to dip into this palette. So I'm going to zoom these into my eyes so you can see what's going on. I'm going to use this shade, which is called Pop. I'm going to focus this on my outer corner. I'm just pressing over my eyeshadow base because we applied it a little bit earlier. It's after creasing, so you just want to make sure that there's no creases. I didn't set my eyeshadow base because I never do, so I wanted it to be really fair. So dipping in, it's actually really pigmented so far. This is the darkest shade in that eyeshadow palette, so I'm starting that Pop shade on just the outer corner, and then I'm starting to use really light pressure and circular motions and moving it into the inner corner, and then going back and forth like windshield wiper motions, and then just gonna start blending it up to the brow bone when there's not as much product left on. I want it to be the darkest because I want it just to be kind of blown out, so the darkest on this outer corner, and then I'm going to start kind of blending it out towards the brow as well. Once there's not as much product on the brush, you're fine to do that. So just bringing it a little bit high up into the brow as well. I actually have been calling this the wrong shade. I was really using the smoke shade the whole time. I apologise, I haven't done a makeup tutorial in so long. I'm a bit rusty eye. So bringing that smoke shade kind of out as well. With this enhanced shade right here, run that along the edges of the smoke shade just to soften it and blend it out. This is a beautiful like baby rosy pink, and using that to like bring that shade right out as well, out nearly from the bottom of your lash line outwards, nearly in a wing. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is this Pop shade, and she just uses her fingers. She says it works best because there's like emollients in the eyeshadow, because it's like a foiled eyeshadow. I have to say, these pop shades are absolutely beautiful. This one is actually a little bit more glittery than some of her other palettes, but I actually think it's really pretty. I don't know if you can see the glitter, but it's actually so pretty. So I just applied the enhanced shade all over the lid, and now I'm going in with the shade Prime Shade. I am just taking that on a little Luxe pencil brush from Zoeva. It's a 230 brush, and I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner just for a subtle kind of glow. That's just such a beautiful inner corner highlight shade. It's quite like rosy like the rest of the palette, and there's definitely like a rosy undertone to it, so it's actually really pretty. I like that. This palette, I just feel like it's real Valentine's soft date night glam. Just kind of just wrap it around the inner eye like that. Okay, so going to go in with those same shades underneath the eye. Going in with the smoke shade on a Charlotte Collins little pencil buffer brush. Okay, so to blend out that smoke shade, I'm going back in with the enhanced shade, and I'm using this on a Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease brush with that beautiful soft pink shade. And I'm running the shadow under the eye and then back up into that outer corner as well. So I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I'm going to use the Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. I have been obsessed with this mascara since I actually was gifted it by Littlewoods, and when I done a tutorial for them, and I used it and I actually haven't stopped using it since. It is so good. Such a really affordable mascara, and it makes such a difference to your lashes. Look at the difference it makes. Okay, so I'm just after sticking on some lashes, a little wing, just because the band was a little thick, so I kind of had to add a little wing. Yeah, she doesn't stock lashes, we're not on the same page there. I need a lash, so I just stuck one on. But yeah, we're going to go in with the cheek palette now. So I don't have any blush on at the minute, I just have a bit of bronzer. So this is the Cheek to Chic, that's really hard to say, blusher. Yeah, Swish and Glow blusher, and this is in, again, the shade Pillow Talk. So her like powders and stuff come in like a gold packaging like this. This is our Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and it comes in like a gold packaging with like the burgundy on the back, but our blushes come like this. Same kind of component, like same size and everything. Little mirror on it, which is brilliant for like traveling and stuff. I've actually never used any of her blushes, so I'm really excited to use this. So I'm going to do exactly what she says to do. So I've watched so many tutorials of Charlotte Tilbury, and she says to swish around the edges of the powder and get your blush, and then go into the center and do your pop. Okay, let's try out. There's like a slight shimmer in it, which is really pretty. I have gone crazy for blush lately. It's not too pigmented either. Like sometimes with a blush you'll put it on and then you're like, shit. Like with this, you can kind of really dip your brush into it, which sometimes is a good and sometimes is a bad thing, because I find as a makeup artist, the scarier the pigment of a blush is, the better it is for me, because for my kit it lasts much longer because you literally only need a tiny bit, where you really do kind of swish your brush in that. But for like the normal average person, for a blush, that's probably better so you don't overdo it. So I actually really like that. It's really like rosy, beautiful colour. Okay, so let's do the pop now. So just dipping it into the center. It's kind of like a highlight shade. Ooh, that gives such a nice glow. I'm dipping it in again. I'm kind of focusing it just a little bit like on the cheekbones. I really like that. It's beautiful blush. Okay, and onto lips then. So in the collection there's eyes, cheeks and lips. The first thing that I ever bought from Charlotte Tilbury, it's teeny tiny now because I've used it so much, but it was her Pillow Talk lip liner. This was like such a cult favourite. That's how I actually heard about Charlotte Tilbury as a brand, because so many people swore by this lip liner. It's not my favourite shade. I'm into more like brownie nudes. This is a really like rosy pink nude because everything else in the collection is as well. But this is the lip liner that started the collection. It is her Lip Cheat lip liner. So I'm going to just line my lips with that. Lip liners are super creamy. They're like a texture of a lip liner that I've never used before. There's nothing I can like compare it to. They're kind of sticky and creamy at the same time. Texture picks up so beautifully on skin rather than your lips, so I think that's why it is beautiful for overdrawn, because you don't need your lip there. Like, it'll pick up to your skin like really well. I don't know why I don't have more of the shades. This is the only lip liner I have. They are quite expensive. I think it's like 20 euro lip liner, could be wrong. And now I'm going on to the lipstick. So this is her Pillow Talk lipstick. It says it is a cashmere cream texture with a soft matte finish, enriched with papaya and orchid. Lovely. Let's try it out. I have a bunch of her lipsticks and I love them. Bitch Perfect is my favourite nude probably of all time. It's like a peachy, it's what I use all the time. So I'm going to go in. This is the Pillow Talk lipstick. I love like her shape of the lipsticks because they kind of like hug the lips. Didn't think I was going to like the shade of this, but it's really pretty. So that is the whole collection on my face now. I'm going to go in. This is a product I haven't tried. Actually, I bought it a while ago and I gave it to my mum and I just rubbed it back purely just to try it out for the video. But it's the Collagen Lip Bat from Charlotte Tilbury as well. It's really weird. It's like a little love heart applicator. Oh, it smells amazing. I don't really like the applicator. It's like peppermint though, it's beautiful. I don't really get the applicator. It's like a little, like a love heart or like a little alien hand or something. I don't know. Not mad on the applicator. The mintiness is nice. It's kind of giving me a plump kind of feeling, and the gloss is beautiful. It's really, really sheeny. It's not too minty. It's not like lip voltage or anything where like you'd be like, ugh. But that is the finished look using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection. That's everything that there is in the collection. So my final thoughts on the products, I'm going to go through them individually in the order that I use them. So the eyeshadow palette, it is absolutely beautiful, really soft, glam. The only thing I'd say is if you're a little bit darker than me, I don't know, I could have done with like a darker enhanced shade. So I do feel like darker skin tones, I'm not too sure, they'd be kind of more transitional tones on you. If you are any darker than me, which is very, very easily done. Everyday eyeshadow palette, it's definitely not like a nighttime palette for me personally. But if you were to use this alongside another eyeshadow palette, then yeah. But for €50, do you want to be using it with another eyeshadow palette? So just that's something to think about. If you are a soft glam and soft daytime, then this one will be perfect for you. If you like something a bit darker, or if your skin is a little bit darker than mine, you might want to just have a little look and consider it, because they are quite light, the shades, and they'll probably be more of a transitional shade on yourself if you're darker than me. The quality is really nice and everything. It's just for €50, I am going to be a bit critical of it. It's not something that I'm going to say, oh my god, this is revolutionary, go out and buy it. But it is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. So think about it, have a little look in store, swatch it and see what you think. but I'm not telling you to run out and buy it for €50. Luxury treat if you want to treat yourself. The Cheek to Chic blusher, and I have to say I really love this. This is going to be something that I'm going to throw into my everyday routine. I love the highlight on it. It's very soft and glowy, but still very like intense as well. Like, look at the highlight. There's like an eyelash in my eye. I'm so sorry. I can't deal with it. I can see it. I'm actually going to use dip it in and see what would be like just as a highlight shade. So I'm just dipping into the middle with like a highlighting brush. Okay, that's really pretty. So I do think that the blush is really worth it. Sorry, getting carried away now. What price was the blusher? I bought this all by myself, by the way, just in case you thought like I would scent it. I wish I definitely wasn't. It was €39, so 40 say. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. €40, I think it is actually worth it because you're getting a highlight and a blush, and it is a beautiful shade. There's lots of other beautiful shades in these blushes, so there's definitely something to suit everybody. You don't have to go with the Pillow Talk blush. There's beautiful, really beautiful ones. I was even tempted to buy a few extra as well. But the formula is actually gorgeous, really soft, really subtle as well. So if you're a bit scared of blushes, then these are nice and really subtle, really soft and creamy too. And really glowy. So I like a glowy blush lately. So yeah, I do recommend this product. I really like it. They're definitely a luxury and a treat, but they are beautiful. Next product then, the lip liner. Out of all of the collection, if I could recommend something to buy, would be the lip liner and lipstick, because I think they are absolutely beautiful and you'll really get your wear out of them. And they are just a gorgeous formula. I love all of her lipstick formulas, they're beautiful. But the lipstick and the lip liner are definitely like my favourite out of the whole collection. They are just absolutely stunning. That is the finished look and review. If you've tried the collection, let me know your thoughts below, and let me know what you'd like to see in my next tutorial, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!